Hello, everyone, and welcome to Braves pregame show presented to you by JV Sports. I'm your host, Jason Wills, and today I'm going to be previewing the Braves Dodgers series opener. This is Freddie Freeman's return to Atlanta. He will be getting his World Series ring before the start of the game. But let's jump right into the preview of this game. First off, we're going to go over the lineups. Starting off with the Dodgers, we have Trey Turner at shortstop, followed by Freddie Freeman at first base, Will Smith catching, Max Muncy at third base, Chris Taylor in left, Justin Turner will be the DH tonight, Gavin Lux at second, and Trace Thompson in right with Julio Urias on the mound. Then for the Braves, Ronald Acuna in right, Dansby Swanson at short, Austin Riley at third base, Matt Olson at first, Marcelo Ozuna as the DH, William Contreras at catcher, Duvall in left, Arcia at second, and Michael Harris II in center field. Some of you listening might have noticed that Mookie Betts is not starting tonight. I'm unsure why. I will try and find out, and I will talk about that in the post-game show, which will be following the game, obviously. So now we're going to dive into the pitching matchup. Ian Anderson versus Julio Urias. First off, we're going to start and look at Ian Anderson. At home this season, he is 1-1 with a 5.84 ERA, which is not good, but the Braves haven't lost an Ian Anderson start in the month of June. It's been really good, and while he has let up a decent amount of runs, 11 in those 5 starts, he's factored into the win in 3 of those: the Chicago game, and the Oakland game, and the Colorado game. So he's been really promising recently, especially the Chicago game, where he went 6 2/3 innings, let up 0 runs, struck out 6 on 99 pitches. Now looking at his last start against the Dodgers, he went 4 let up 4 runs in only 4 1/3 innings. But this current Dodgers lineup that's playing tonight is only 1 for 13 against Ian Anderson in the regular season with 5 strikeouts. So hopefully this will help him, as the players that are not playing today or aren't even on the team anymore, like Corey Seager, like he faced last year, obviously. But them not being there could lead to some dominant Ian Anderson that we haven't really seen this season so far. Last appearance was pretty good, as he obviously no runs, only let up 3 hits as well. Yeah, it was really good. So I'm hoping he can continue that tonight against this tough Dodgers team, as the Braves look to extend their winning streak to 3 now, as they took 3 of 4 from the Giants just this past week, as we start the weekend series against the Dodgers here. Now moving on to just some of the important notes for this Braves team. What has happened in the past week, if you haven't been really paying attention or had the time to watch? As I talked about just a couple seconds ago, we played the Giants in a 4-game series. Game 1 on Monday, Braves had a walk-off. Orlando Arcia with a walk-off single. Braves take that one 2-1. Tuesday, Braves end up losing 12-2 in a highly high-powered offensive game by both sides. Snit was questioned with his manager, like his decisions in that game, putting a couple bullpen guys that really should not have been pitching in these high-issued situations. Giants scored 3 in the top of the 9th. They were up 9-8. Yes, up 9-8. They scored 3. And in the bottom of the 9th, Matt Olson ended up hitting a home run that would have been a walk-off if a different pitcher was in. Say we put Kenley Jansen in. I know he had gotten the save the night before, or not the save, but he pitched in the 9th the night before. But I question that. A lot of people did. Luckily, Braves come back Wednesday. In the 9th, they were down 3-1. And a late comeback led by Dansby Swanson, Marcelo Ozuna. Dansby hit a home run. He's been really hot. Duvall with the walk-off into center. Contreras tied it up with the single before that. And a great game. And then Thursday, another big game. I'm not going to talk about that here. If you want to hear about that, go watch my quick post-game recap from last night. I talked about everything that happened there. But yeah, back to tonight's game. I think it's going to be a pitching duel. If Anderson can stay in it, we definitely have a chance to win. The offense has been really hot, and the Braves now, we're only 4 games back of the Mets. Things are turning around for this team when at the start of the month they were 10.5. So it's been looking good, as most of you know. This team has gotten really hot, especially Dansby, who should be like the shortstop starting player in the All-Star game coming up next month. If you haven't, make sure to vote 5 times a day for all the Braves players, but especially Dansby, because he has been killing it. 2 home runs yesterday. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about yesterday's game, but I just did, so haha. That's going to be all for today's pregame show. Hopefully it's a good game. It's going to be close. This Dodgers team is good as well. And this series, just like last series, could be a preview for a playoff series. So I would be trying to watch as much as possible of this series because it's going to be a good one. Thank you for listening. I'm Jason Wills, and I will see you later in the pregame show. Sorry, let me try that again. I'm Jason Wills, and I will see you later in the postgame recap after the Braves win this one 4-2.